future
Oh,
ideas.
wait, we could do it today. Do you want to do chair? Let's do it. It's a good idea. I'll just set this up and then tell everyone to go get their chairs. Ooh,
All right, I'm gonna go get my chair.
let's do chair. Hold on, I gotta keep setting this thing up. People in TV land, if you are tuning in at all, get a chair. It is great to do chair, and I love chair. And I'm about to do my chair dance again. So get used to the chair. Okay, I'm gonna go get my chair. Just wait for Saul to come in. We're doing chairs today. Chairing. Hello. Oh, I'd
This
like to
right
chair.
online. Is it a matter that she may not necessarily know what the scheduling requires?
Oh, that's yours. I'm muting you. Okay. All right, hold on. We're getting there. Probably eventually I will just edit out this whole beginning part of the video, but for right now, I'm getting a chat. Hey, buddy. But we're going to start with other things. So just get your chair in the vicinity. I have one of these chairs because I want to do some space stuff. I want to do some breath. I want to do lymph flush, but I love chair, so we'll do chair also. So let's start with breathing. Inhale, stretch out and up. Exhale, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Bounce around. I'm in my like Dr. Seuss pants today. Pants. Dr. Seuss leggings with shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Inhale, open. Exhale, shake, 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 letting go of anything that you don't need to hold on to. Oh, that could be a lot of stuff. Inhale, open. And then exhale, just gently, softly radiating out. We're going to do this hand arm. Inhale up, you're circling, circling, circling up to the ceiling. Take a little lean back, look up, change direction of the hands, circle down, circle down, circle down. You're going to come down, you're going to press up onto your tippy toes and push back. Hands circling in and up, circling, 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 coming up to the top, change direction. Oops, sorry. Arch back, change direction to go down. Oh God, which way is that? If you lose which direction you're going, just keep changing back and forth. Push back, maybe tippy toes, maybe not. 1/3 time, circles coming out and up to the top. Waking up the fingers, waking up the forearms, arch back, look up and change direction, circling down. Push back, tippy toes or not. Let that go, coming in for a lymph flush. I'm just going to mute you, Susan. Rubbing your hands together. So just getting energy in between your hands. What does that even mean? Sensation, awareness, connection. Let's take our right hand to upper left clavicle as gently or as strongly, as deeply or as shallowly as feels good to you. We're just moving this tissue around, getting the lymphatic flow to open up, returning back into our heart. It doesn't have to be super intense. We can go very gentle. Listen into your body for your correct level of touch, of depth. And I really use my fingers to kind of grab the skin and the superficial fascia and move it around. I'm going up to the angle of my jaw, right around here, maybe coming a little underneath. You can usually, if you are sick, usually these are the lymph nodes that get swollen, or if you're fighting something off. So if something's tender, be very gentle with that area. We're not trying to force our body. We're trying to allow and open, but we're not trying to shove it in and force it. Very gentle, soft, and easy. Same thing on the other side. This is my left hand to my right clavicle. I'm kind of going above and below, getting to this whole area. And I'm going to move a little bit underneath so that I'm moving from the inside, I'm moving on the outside. I'm just opening up and awakening my system and just bringing it online. Around the angle of the jaw, same thing. Gently Learning to relate to your own touch in a way that makes sense. So you're not going to injure yourself. You're not going to hurt yourself. You're not going to damage anything in there. You've got a feeling relationship to how deep you should go by feeling. What should I be feeling? I don't know. You should feel what you feel. People always ask, I don't feel anything. What should I be feeling? It's like maybe you need to start feeling to decide what you feel, right? You don't decide it, your body tells you. Okay, let's just do these K27 points. So here's the edge of my collarbone. Boop, pop down, there's a little indentation. I'm just going to take my finger and my thumb and circle in there. Obviously, I'm very amped up today. I had my coffee. Although I've been doing like half calf. But me and Anthony had a long chat and discussion, creative discussion this morning, which was really nice. So I'm all amped up. And I've been going to bed really early lately. So I am getting plenty of sleep, and that feels good. And let's take it to shake it out, shake it out. Oh, let's do a thymus bump. Tarzan a little. Tapping the top of your lungs in a way that doesn't feel too intense for you. And then right hand to left armpit pec, massaging that and getting that those lymph nodes to release if they're kind of blocked or stuck. We're not jamming into them. We are listening to our own body. Same thing on the other side. Not forcing our body to do anything. We are opening and allowing, connecting to and with, feeling into. Ah. And then you're going to take it in here, Sister Nikali, which is in the middle. This is my belly button. This is the bottom of my ribs. I'm going right into the middle. And I'm just going to kind of pulse in and up. And I'm going to round myself a little bit more so my abs aren't popping my hand out. So I'm curling in. Cisterna chyli is very deep. It's the biggest lymph node in our body. Oh, getting in there. And then I'm not going to do anything except for some deep diaphragmatic breathing. I'm going to turn on musician sound so you can actually hear it. In through my nose, out through my mouth. Puff and puff. You can see the movement of that area. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And then inguinal fold. So deep diaphragmatic breathing also stimulates lymph. Movement stimulates lymph. Lymph is a big detoxifier of our body. So is breathing. Breathing is a huge detoxifier. We're breathing out CO2. So we want to have access to that. Hands behind your knees, right behind the eye of your knee, right in there, right in the stripe. And let's just do one more point up on our face. So right in here, next to your nostrils, just above the crease of your nostril, there should be like a little indentation, swiveling in there. As you're in there, squish up your face, open up. What is it? Pumpkin, lemon, lemon, pumpkin, lemon, pumpkin. Squish it up, especially if you feel stupid doing that. Let go of that feeling stupid. Give yourself a challenge to do something stupid looking that's actually good for you. Don't worry about what people are going to think because you are there in the privacy of your own home. So let's come up and we are going to, I wanted to just do this space thing and then we're going to get to our chairs. So we're going to do the dimensional cross of axis, Laban movement scale. And I'm going to, now you can mirror me. So I'm going to be doing my left, it will be your right. We're going to reach to place high and place low 3 times. Up, tippy toes, down to the floor. Up, take it down, folding in your body. Up, take it down. Same thing on the other side. Up and down. Up and down. Yeah, tippy toes reach through the ceiling. and down. Heaven and earth, connecting heaven and earth through movement. And then we're going to cross. I said 3 times, I think we're doing 4. We're going to cross and open. So right hand and foot, cross over and open wide. Really take up space. Cross and open, moving in the horizontal dimension, side across, side open, side across, side open. Other side, cross and open, side across, side open. So we're expanding out and then narrowing in, crossing midline, opening wide. Last one, cross and open. Right hand and foot, backwards and forwards. Sagittal dimension, backwards and forwards. The left arm is working as a counterbalance. Forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. Other side, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. Try to keep your hips facing front, backwards and forwards. So we're twisting our upper body. If I move my hips, then I'm just touching my side. If I want it to be behind me, I got to spiral and forward. Whole thing, up, down, cross, open, backward, forward. Up, down, side across, side open, backwards, and forwards. Press it up, place high, place low, side across, side open, backward middle, forward middle. Last time. Vertical dimension, up, down, horizontal dimension, side, side, sagittal dimension, backwards and forwards. What was that? Sagittal, like Sagittarius, forward, backward. Other side, up, down, side across, side open, backwards and forwards. And if you're going into the wrong direction, don't worry. It's fine. It takes a minute to learn this thing, but once you learn it, it's pretty well in there. Backwards and forwards. This is a scale of movement. Vertical dimension, up, down, horizontal, side across, side open, sagittal, backwards and forwards. And let's just circle our shoulders, breathing, and the other way, up and over. Let's take both arms up over our head. Push up through the heels of your hands. Open your feet wide, stretching from side to side. Letting the side body, the ribs, the quadratus lumborum, the lats open up. Letting your head go off vertical. And then we'll do one more here. Arching and curling with internal and external rotation. So I'm turning in and turning out. Turning in and turning out. And I've got a cat-cow, curl and arch, curl and arch, in and out, in and out. Good. And now let's get our chair. So coming to your chair, and the stuff that we're going to do are on our chairs right now. It doesn't have to be a chair like mine, although this is a great chair because you can kind of slide around on it. Just going to back this up. The stuff that we're doing on our chairs, like if you spend a lot of time sitting, you might want to remember this throughout your day and go, oh, maybe I should just do a little bit of that. We're going to start wide. This is very gyrotonic, gyrokinesis-y. Arching, you can reach out your toes and your fingers, arch, 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 take it all the way down. Toes and fingers go down, curl, scoop, and come up. Arching, and take it down, and curl. Let's say inspired by gyrotonic. Take it down, and curl. I did train to teach gyrokinesis. However, I am not a follower. And Julia Horvath really wanted people to, teach exactly the way he wanted them to teach. And I'm just not like that. I want the information, then I want to do with it what I want, and I'm going to teach it my way. All right, let's take it. I do think that that's a great system. But it's, I don't know, it's just, sometimes things are just too micromanagey. I'm not into that. Let's take our head down, rounding your spine, reach out, arch and open, lift. Nobody owns movement. Take it down, reach it out and up over the top. Take it down, reach it out and up over the top. Take it down, reach it out. And now we're going to change into a more Laura Ward version that has actually, this is not gyrokinesis. This is Laura playing and figuring things out. Taking it to the side, into the sagittal, take it down. Arm is going to sweep back. Arm sweeps up. You're going to arch back. See the sky. You're going to spiral, twist, pick up the back leg, point your toes, and then serve the sandwiches to everybody in the room. Big sharing and caring. Side stretch. So this we would say is in the vertical plane. Even this is the vertical dimension, up, down. We add some side, side, vertical plane. Now we're switching into the sagittal plane. We're circling the arm back. We're sweeping up, opening, arching, coming all the way around. Pick up the back leg, and then serve the sandwiches, coming back to the front. Side stretch, reach out through your other leg. Turn and face the floor. Dip your fingers in the waters. Splash up. Arch back. You can bend the back knee or keep it straight, whatever feels good to you. Spiral around. Lift up the back foot. Serve the sandwiches to all your friends. Side stretch. Face the floor. Dip your fingers in the water. Splash up. Arch back. Try it with a straight leg. You probably can get further if you bend. Play around with that. Spiral. Look around behind you. Pick up the back leg. Sweeping your arm through the horizontal plane. Sweeping through the vertical plane, sweeping through the sagittal plane, circling back. Again, still sagittal, sagittal, sagittal. Open it up, back to horizontal, spiraling. Pick up the back foot. Serve the sandwiches, horizontal plane. Vertical plane into sagittal plane. Take it back. Sweep it up, still sagittal plane. Circling around, horizontal, pick up the back. Doesn't matter if you know any of these planes or not. I'm just saying them for the people who are into that. Multiplanar work. And it could be that you're an anatomist and you think of them as the coronal plane, the sagittal plane, the transverse plane. Same thing, different name. Circling through center. Last one. Sideways, take it down and back, up and arch, spiral, pick up the back leg, and serve the sandwiches. Good. Let's take our legs off the floor. My socks are really becoming weird. Let's circle your ankles. Change direction. Let's go with the arms too. Arms out in front of you. Normally we do this laying on our back. Change direction. Reach out through your legs. Change direction. Good. Release it down. Let's do a hip stretch from here. Let's just take the right ankle or left ankle, either one across the other. Take it forward. Surrender into it. Breathe. Breathe deep down into your lower back. So hopefully we've been moving enough that there's blood flow, that going into a stretch isn't a big deal. And then release it. Switch it to the other side. Taking it down. Generally, we don't want to start with like big, intense stretches. We want to start with like tissue prep and mobility, small stretching, but not big stuff. Once the blood is flowing through the muscles, through the system, things are alive, then stretching is okay. But we don't want to start with stretching. And release. And even if you're very young, like I used to think, oh, it's a somatic response. As a dancer, I can start with stretching because my body gets that. But you know what? It's a lot healthier if your system has blood flow, if the muscles have worked a little bit before you start stretching. So, I mean, young bodies can recover much more quickly than older bodies. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Let's go with our heads. So head to your ear to your shoulder, take it forward to the side and look up at the ceiling. Support the neck so you're not dropping it back, but you're lengthening your spine, circling around. If it hurts to go back, then don't go back. Just come up through the middle, circling around. Feel like your whole body is lifting up away from your butt on the chair. So you're lengthening out. And my shoulders are going with me on this circle. Change direction. You could start with more just your head and let it start to get more and more into your body as you're going. It feels so much better to me that my whole spine goes along for the ride. But it is good to sometimes have it be more just head so that there is a little bit more of a stretch in there and release. Let's just look from side to side. Slow it down, take in your environment, see what's around you. Really through that horizontal plane, right? So that we're like really panning straight across. This gives your brainstem the information that you are safe and that you can down regulate a little. I think it's really important to learn about up regulation and down regulation. When we're up here, up regulation, anxiety, or excitement, both very similar. Down regulation, very calm and relaxed, or depressed, very similar. One's a more coherent version, one's a less coherent version. Coherence, excitement, fun, woo! Uncoherent, oh my God, I'm anxious, what's going on? Down. Coherent, I'm relaxed, I'm calm, it's good, I feel easy. Uncoherent, oh my God, sorry, I got too excited for that. Oh, I feel so depressed, I can't do anything. There we go. That's the down regulated. And if we think about this, like our autonomic nervous system is doing a lot of this work. And often we think of the autonomic nervous system as not being that it's out of our control, but it's our breath, it's our heartbeat, it's our digestion working together. And that's our fight, flight, freeze is in there, our sympathetic, like, and our rest and digest, soothe and settle is in there. One, up regulation, down regulation. When we start to notice these patterns for ourselves, we're like, oh, there's a certain person I'm around, I'm really upregulated. You can see people do this with, especially in America, with other people's dogs. Get the dog all upregulated. It's like that is not the way to build calmness and like coherence. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about that, but you can see it. Our culture tends to like really upregulate without thinking about it. All right, we're going to circle our rib cage, and I'm going to keep talking about up and down regulation. Down regulation, we're going to come into that when we start to slow down our exhales. When we start to slow down, change direction. In a down regulated state, that's where we rest, digest, soothe, and settle. Let me just put that in there. Digestion, metabolizing. When we are digesting food, when we're processing life, it's in that down regulated state, and that's where we heal from. Upregulation, maybe we need that upregulation to go out and do things, to have some drive. Both of them are valuable at different times. And we want to notice, like what I was going to say is you notice some people that you're around, it's always exciting. It's super upregulating. Like, woo, then you're either exhausted or really lit up by that. But just take it in. Notice these things of how you respond on this physiological way to experiences and people so that you can start to notice, oh, this upregulation feels good. I like it. I want to go with that. Or this downregulation, oh, I feel really depressed and drained after being with that person or doing that thing. We want to notice these things so that we can start to have choices about how we live in our life. Let's do some standing with the chair. I'm going to come up onto my hands and feet, and I'm going to arch and curl. Inhaling, sticking out my butt, arching, exhaling, hollowing, and curl. I think I'm going to go to tippy toes on my curl, pushing with my hands, landing into the ground, arching my back, pushing down, hollowing and curling, landing and arching, hollowing and curling, arching and curling. And it's not like we always want to avoid anxiety. Sometimes like we need these types of stresses to be able to move forward. Like it might make you anxious to do something you want to do. It could be like, oh, I'm going to go on a date. I'm feeling anxious about this. Well, that's okay. Just notice it. Or I'm about to, ask for a raise, or I'm making a new creative project. I'm applying for something, whatever. Things can make you nervous. That's okay. We're going to take one leg up. You're going to bend it in. And then like you're pawing the floor, reach it out and up. And fold it in. Bend your knees. Paw the floor out and up. And bend it in. Paw the floor out and up. Other side. paw the floor. Reach it out and up, bend both knees, paw the floor. Waking up the sole of your foot as we're doing this. I'm also noticing, oh, it doesn't look like it, but it feels on that side that I feel like much tighter pawing, like a, is it bowls that do that? Yeah, pas de cheval. Good. Going back with one. This time I'm leaving the bottom leg straight. I'm taking the top leg a little higher. I'm getting more of a hamstring stretch. Other side. 3 is probably enough. Hello butt, hello legs. This position where we're standing and reaching one leg out behind us, for most people is a position they never get into. But if you dance, if you do yoga, you might be in these positions, right? But that's great for building up strength in your back body. All right, let's just spiral for a minute. So we did that sagittal motion, right? Now we're doing a twist as a recuperation from that sagittal forward backward motion. Spiraling. We're going to take this into an open and cross, open, cross, open, cross. So try to look back, and I'm doing a weight shift, stepping across. Inhale, exhale. Exaggerate your breath. And then we're going to take our hands on our ribs. I'm going to pull up my shirt so you can see what I am doing. Bottom of my rib cage, hands are there. I'm going to circle around my diaphragm. So my pelvis is stable-ish. By that, I mean I'm not shifting from side to side. I'm going to go the other way. Oh, it feels really weird the other way. Now do it with your knees soft. Squish it, free up your head tail, like little fish swimming movement through your body. You can add some front back to that. Mobilizing your torso, mobilizing your gut body, mobilizing your spine. Good. Come in, shake it out. Have a party inside your body. Ah. See, like that's like little kid excitement. Ah, for me. And that always makes me feel happy. But for other people, it's like, oh, it's too much. I can't take it. I like this expression. I can't take it. Like, I especially like it when you say it like a joke. And especially if it's something, yeah, my nose is running too. Like, I can't take it anymore. It's really funny, like when you think about it, when you're dealing with a situation that you can't take anymore, if you make it kind of into a joke and say it like you really can't take it anymore, it just makes it more fun. Fun life. Have fun. Let's take it to the floor. Have water if you need it, but our butts are going to go up and our other body's going to be down. So maybe not the best time to be drinking, but I'm doing it anyway. All the bouncing around. Oh, yes, kitty cat rodeo. Catherine has a trampoline in there. Such a good thing to do. Take it down onto your butt on the floor and put your legs on the chair. So I can hook my feet behind the chair. They're sticking out there or not. I can also have them here. I feel like I need to move this further away. There we go. Yeah, so I want to get my calves into that edge of the chair, and I'm just going to wiggle around my feet and my legs and slide my calf on the edge of the chair. Probably, it's kind of like foam rolling, except for a lot more free flow. And because I'm moving my feet and I'm moving my legs on the chair, I become very aware what the muscles of my calves feel like. So I'm going to maybe just stay here, letting myself massage those out a little bit. You can go one and then the other or both at the same time. But I'm going to try going a little higher. I'm going to give them a little bit more weight so that I can get a little deeper in there. It may be too much. It may not be enough. You can listen to your own body. We want to develop sensitivity so we can actually feel our bodies, right? Which we've been taught not to for most of our lives. Sit still, quiet, shut it down. Don't show your emotions. Not that we're going to have this big emotional catharsis, but we want to just get in there and feel our bodies. Let them speak to us. How do we do it? Sometimes we have to create more sensation, but we want to be leaning towards subtler and subtler awareness within our body of sensation. And it's just building the neural pathways of like, oh yeah, now I can feel it. If we haven't spent time with it, it's not online, it might take a while to build those pathways. If you wear shoes all day and your foot's always in this little protected cage, it might not feel very alive and awake. I think probably most of my people in my class have pretty awake feet. But if you don't, then you want to start to wake them up, feel into them. I'm adding my hands to this. So my hands and feet are kind of moving around, getting some sensation, getting some awareness and some free flow movement. And then I'm going to work more with the back body, just working my hamstrings and back. I'm going to press up and bring it down, just gently pressing, pushing up and releasing it down. So this is like those bridges that we do when our feet are on the floor, but now I'm using the chair. And then I'm going to change it. I'm going to go up and I'm going to let myself play with that. So I'm also still getting into my calves, but I'm working, dropping my pelvis one way and then the other. I can come all the way down. I can go up. I can circle. Just giving my body a chance to do something different, working towards maybe rippling through if you can, letting your body move in different ways. Not to hurt yourself. You want to be very gentle, go slow. We're not going for intensity, unless we are. You might be going for intensity. I don't feel anything. I need to do it more and harder. That's fine. If you need to do that, go for it. But if you can, just feel into it, let it speak back to you, feeling that back body working, right? If I bend my knees and flex my feet and then straighten, I really feel my hamstrings engage. I can feel that line of the back of my legs into my sit bones. And then come down, let it go. You can take your feet off of the chair. Let's just push it out of the way. And take some very easy, loose knee drops from side to side. If you have tight calves and you want to like really get into releasing them, then going much slower with that, put on some quiet, slow music and just take your time to really enter that space. I actually think that most people have really tight calves, but most people probably don't feel them very much. If you're ready to go deeper with this, go for a big spiral, head one way, legs the other direction. If you want to make it harder, straighten out your legs. I think I'm going to hit the wall over here. Yes. Working with what feels right in your body today. Every day is a different day in your body, and every uh, exercise is going to feel different on different days. So don't go into it thinking you know. Go into it thinking, what's it going to be like today? What am I feeling? What am I noticing? Right? Zen mind, beginner mind, coming in fresh to notice what's really going on. I think our nervous systems often loop in patterns when we think we know what's going on. I've seen it happen with one of my cats before, where they had this like, they get into a nervous pattern of grooming, and then suddenly they've groomed up all their hair, and then it's just this nervous pattern that keeps on going. And actually, my cat who did that, I did put him on this organic diet of homemade food, and he got healthy again, and his hair grew back. But sometimes I feel like our nervous system gets into a pain loop or a holding pattern loop. And we need to really slow down and feel into ourselves and allow those things to change so that we're not just operating in sort of automatically, auto mode. Let's take a weight. If you have a weight, my knees are not together, my feet are pigeon-toed enough, maybe I'm going to circle around. Rib cage, lungs, and heart moving. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you come up. And change direction, go the other way. Good. And then come in. You can do this with no weight also. You could just have your hands holding together. Let's take it up and then into our chest with the elbows wide. Put like you're throwing it away and then drawing it in, out and in, just straight up. Now take it up and make small circles up there. Let the weight of the weight come down into your arms and let this massage out your shoulders. If you need more padding, get more padding. Change direction. Small circles. If you feel like your bones are just kind of digging into the floor, then have more padding. Then we're going to take our hands over our head. You're going to bend your elbows and then throw. Bend and throw. Bend and you're not actually throwing. It's just a fake throw, especially if you have a weight. And then let's take our legs parallel, arms over your head. You're going to come up, reach it out, take it down, arms over your head. Up, let's straighten one leg, bring it down, lengthen. Up, another leg. Back to the first. Inhale down. Exhale, reach. Inhale down. Exhale, reach. Inhale down. Exhale, reach. So if your weight is lighter, you can do this with long, straight arms. If your weight is heavier, use the bend in your elbows to support it as you come down. Use your breath. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale, last one. Exhale. And let's get rid of the weight. Take it down. Just have a minute of relaxing into the floor. Let your arms reach out to the sides or down or over your head, wherever it feels good. And in this position, well, actually, let's take the arms right out to the sides. In this position, just spiral your hands so your palms are down, push into the floor, spiral up, push into the floor, spiral, pushing into the floor, pushing into the floor, spiral down, push. I'm just keeping the push pretty much and pushing a little harder, still pushing, pushing harder, lighten it up, push harder, lighten it up, push harder, and release. Let your body relax. Free up your head-tail connection. Shake it all out. Free up your head. Have a little spaz. There was a dancer in the 80s. His name was Spaz Attack, and he would do like, he's in all these different sort of new wavy videos. He's kind of awesome. Anyway, just in the honor of Spaz Attack, shake it out, let it go. We're going to have opposite arm to leg. You're going to go out, bring it in, reach it out, come down. Out, bring it in, reach it out, down. Out, in, out, down. I'm adding a little bit of cat-cow, arching and curling with this. You don't have to. Makes it harder if you do it. More spinal movement, which most people I think need. Most people have a lot of sort of stability and rigidity in their life. Might need a little more mobility, but you don't want to push it too hard, too fast. Take your time. And relax. We're going to do this one, which I feel like is really good for knees. So you're coming up. If it hurts to be on your knees and you need to skip this, then skip it. Really listen to your body. Work with what feels okay for you. So I'm going to go down and then come up, and I'm also going to try it like a hinge and pressing up. If you need like a little bit help, you can use your arms. They can help balance you. Just an option, like you could reach or not. If you don't need it, don't use it. Listen to your body. Work at a rate and a level that feels right to you. You are the expert on your own body. It's not me. Good. We're going to take it forward, curl your toes under, take your butt to the ceiling, downward dog. Just bend one knee and then the other. Release through your heels. Lift your heels, roll it forward into a plank. We're going to lower all the way down in 10 counts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come in for a landing. Release your quads. Just let your legs go back and forth. You can circle your legs one way, circle the other way. Let this massage out the tissue in the front of your thigh, also known as your quadricep, because it is 4 sections of muscle. And then let's come in. Take your hands next to your chest. Baby cobra. Exhale down. Baby cobra. Exhale down. Baby cobra. Exhale down. We're going to do little baby cobra circles. You're going to take your head to one side, come up to the other side, cleaning the floor with your bangs. Up. If you're in England, with your fringe. Just 3 in one direction and then go the other way. And relax. Take your head on your hands, curl your toes under, push up and down. Relax your body, relax your butt. Knees are on the floor, so knees are slightly bent. Sending some movement up and down through your body. And then we're going to take our arms out in front of us, legs behind us. You're going to lift, open it up, bring it together, and come down. Lift, open, narrow, down. Up, wide, narrow, down. Up, wide, narrow, down. Last one. Up and wide. Hands next to your chest. Come all the way up and take it back down. We're going to go up and down a few times. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. You may have more than one breath. You may want to go up there and hang out. You can also bend your knees. Feel it out. Use your breath. And then take it back into a child's pose. Surrender, wiggle around, let it go. Shift from side to side. And let's take it. I want to do a little bit of side stuff. So it's going to be a little different than what we normally do. So we're going to take it onto our, you're going to come up onto your knees, one leg out to the side. You could do this if you needed help. You could have your chair, right? But I'm going to do it without the chair. Take it here. I'm going to go over to the side. I'm going to inhale up and take it over my leg. Lengthening, opening, take it down, inhale, and take it up. Reaching out with your arms, feeling the flow and the circularity of the movement, radiating out, arms moving around the periphery of your kinesphere, your realm of movement. We're going to stay down and shift your weight so you're on both. Like I shifted way up towards my head. I'm going to pull in and arch back. Elbow to knee, reach to the back space. Exhale, inhale. We usually do this on our forearm and our knee. Back, in, out, head, tail, in. Head reaches back, tail reaches back, in, out. Last one, in and out, and come up and switch it to the other side. think I might need to move just a little bit this way. Arms out, taking it down. Side stretch. Inhale, open. Side stretch the other way. Reach it out. Inhale. Think of radiating away from center like a starfish. Everything radiating out away from center. Open. One more full one. Let your head go off vertical and then take it down. Come onto that side. Shift forward. Big shift. In. Take it back. In and arch. In. Arch. In. Arch. Four more. 3, 2. Last one. Take it down onto your butt. You're going to roll across one butt cheek and then the other. I wonder if we can do this from here. Now let's just do it this way. Taking your legs down. One last thing here. You're going to be on, let's go from your elbow. Elbow and knees. One hand is up to the ceiling. Legs are together. Just the knee lifting. Bottom leg stays on the floor. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shoulder drawing in underneath you. 8, 9, 10. And release it. Swing it around to the other side. Yeah, so this bottom shoulder, don't let it get all ginchy. Really push the floor away with that hand. Shoulders hollowing into the socket. That sounds weird. Nestling into the socket, up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release. Come down. Let's roll across again. Reach, mashing over your butt. Releasing. And then let's do this on our backs. Drawing it in. Ankle over your knee. Draw the bottom leg in towards you. If you want to straighten the top leg, go for it. Breathe into it. Breathing into your whole body, or imagining you're breathing into your whole body. Deep cellular breathing. And then release it. Shake it, switch it to the other side, same thing. If you have a different hip stretch you'd rather do, it's totally fine, do it. Melt into it. Use the breath to create space in your body and then relax into the breath. Good. And release it. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And let's come onto our legs, standing on your feet. Open them wide, bend one knee, bend the other. Shift from side to side. If you feel like you're up for this is going to be the last thing, and then we'll just breathe and it'll be over. But if you're up for it, you're going to open wider and you're going to take it down to one side, come through center, down to the other side. Pushing up, taking it down, pushing up, taking it down. So we're working those legs to get that movement. If you can do it with no hands, go for it. Yeah, I'm trying to build up my leg strength again since I had that knee injury. But of course, you could make this easier and not go so deep. Really work with what feels good to you. And then come in, take your butt to the ceiling, let your head hang down, shake your head. No, nod yes. Bend your knees, roll it all the way up through your spine. Coming to standing. Thank you, chair. Thank you, body. Thank you, people. Inhale, open. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, open, breathe. Thank you, body, for being here on this journey through life. Ah, trying to make peace and friendship with your own experience of being, right? The more we fight against reality, the fight's in us. Not to say that we shouldn't be fighting against reality. Sometimes we need to, but at the same time, like, notice what's happening in your nervous system and what you want to have happen. Like maybe sometimes it feels good to be in any of those dysregulated states. Sometimes that's okay. It pushes us into something else. But a lot of times we can come into coherence within our own body, meaning our systems are working together way healthier. That's where we can heal from. That's where we can be present from. That's where we can have better relationships from with ourselves first, then with other people. TV land humans, like, subscribe, all the things. It makes a difference. Make a comment, say something, be